friend in need is a friend indeed. This seems to be the real definition of the partnership among the Sahel states, as Burkina Faso Bayraktar drones wreak havoc on rebels and Islamist militants in Mali. In this video, we bring you the effectiveness of the Alliance of Sahel States in combating insurgency in the region compared to the sleeping ECOWAS. So be sure to like and share the video, and if you are new, please support the channel by subscribing and hitting the notification bell. So let's dive in. On the 16th of September 2023, the leaders of Mali, Burkina Faso and Niger initiated the Common Defense Pact. This pact was intended for collective defense for the three states in the event of an attack by rebels or the notorious Islamist militia. On the 6th of July 2024, the three states took a step farther to sign a cooperation treaty. This treaty reinforced the already signed pact in 2023 and marked the complete withdrawal of the three Sahel states from the longest surviving West African Nations Organization, ECOWAS. The move by the three states was criticized by many, especially in the ranks of ECOWAS, suggesting their withdrawal would risk worsening the security situation in the Sahel states. Little did the world know that the trio were not just jokers like ECOWAS. For weeks now, the Malian Army, backed by Russian allies, have been engaged in battles with the rebels of the Permanent Strategic Framework for the Defense of the People of Azawad, CSPDPA, and the Islamist jihadists north of the country. According to the General Staff of the Malian Army, their forces launched an air campaign against the insurgents on Tuesday, 30th of July 2024, with the sole aim of securing the northern parts of Mali from a coalition of insurgents who have been killing the people, destroying property, and illicitly trafficking the people of Mali across the border. On the 31st of July 2024, as the operations intensified, with lots of casualties on the Malian side, including the killing of a Wagner Group commander, authorities in Mali are reported to have evoked sections of the Treaty of the Alliance of the Sahel States, calling upon Burkina Faso to provide air support. There was no delay. The Burkinabe Air Force swiftly answered a brotherly call for support, deploying the Bayraktar 2 and Bayraktar Akinci. The Burkinabe drones targeted high-value objectives, including armor storage, logistics hubs, and vehicles for the insurgents, among others. The results of the Burkinabe intervention were extremely devastating, that the insurgents will live to pass the stories to their generations to follow, as no insurgents sighted by the Bayraktar Akinci radars could be seen moving again. The Malian army was not able to confirm the numbers of the dead enemies, because they could not be known, partly because of the devastating manner of destruction of the weapons launched by the Bayraktar 2. As of the 3rd of August 2024, the air campaign was still ongoing, with the Burkinabe Bayraktars closely monitoring to detect any enemy movements in northern Mali. It appears all active militants with the locality of the operation on the day of this devastating attack were wiped out. The Malian army and Russian allies were now moving to the battlefields to conduct charge operations and assessing the level of devastation of the operation on the enemy. We can exclusively report that it will take weeks when the Malian forces return from the desert battlefields for pictures of the magnitude of the operation to emerge. The success of this operation was a result of strong ties between the Sahel states, Russia, Turkey, and China, who supplied the weapons and provided the much-needed specialized training to the ground forces during preparatory stages. The success of this operation also sends waves of shock across the ranks of ECOWAS. With the modern weapons and drones fighting from the air, it's highly doubtable that ECOWAS ground forces would stand any chance against the alliance of the Sahel states in the event of any confrontation. By good luck, the confrontations between African Union, ECOWAS, and the Sahel are still purely verbal, and we are glad they are not yet out of hand. Otherwise, the Bayraktar from one African state could be taking lives from another. The devastation was a big success as sponsored hooligans aiming to destabilize African peace were the victims. To ECOWAS and African Union, the magnitude of this operation should be a good eye-opener for them to rethink and think again before opting for confrontation with the Alliance of Sahel States. We continue to pray and stand with the people of Sahel states that peace and economic independence reigns. Till then, long live Sahel states. Long live Africa.